welcome to another episode of Chill Spot, and on today's episode we head to the South Coast, Sandals South Coast to be exact, where we'll be checking out their recently introduced over-the-water bungalows with none other than Marsha Lumley, Head of Marketing and Corporate Communications at Tradewind Citrus. This promises to be a truly memorable episode, so don't go anywhere. Much more Chill Spot after this. How are you?
Good to see
Good to see you too. This nicey.
Say that again.
Girl.
Look at it.
This is so beautiful.
Absolutely amazing.
I'm loving it already. So Marsha, tell me about how you chose Sandals South Coast as your chill spot.
Oh my God, that's easy. You know that the South Coast, of course, is untapped tourist area.
Of course.
Not a lot of people using it, not a lot of tourists using it, and I thought, if I want to just chill, relax, get away, where else to go than Sandals South Coast? There was nowhere else. It's as secluded as I choose.
Right.
Nobody knows where I am. And then the features to just relax and enjoy.
Right.
I'm going to take you through that throughout the day, just so you can eat your heart out and be a little bit jealous. But you have an opportunity to come at any time you choose.
Right.
So, just some of the features that I really love. I love the fact that as far as I can look, it's just white sand beaches. Girlfriend,
It's beach for days out here.
beach for days. So I'm loving it, I'm enjoying it, I'm chilling. Don't mind the dress, this is not what I keep on all day. I'm definitely gonna change off into being able to just enjoy the water because this is Jamaica and it's some of what we love. I mean, the property is so immaculate. And I think we talk about it all the time. We talk about the fact that Jamaicans are so warm, but let me tell you about the staff here.
Yes.
From the minute you drive through the front gate, off the main road,
From the
White House,
security alone.
from the security straight down, and I think they knew I was coming. They did, and they know how fussy I am, so they gave me the most amazing butlers.
Yes.
So Jermaine and Alarion,
exquisite service,
trust me,
yes.
if I open my mouth, I want something before I could even say it. I have it.
Yeah.
So that's absolutely amazing, and I think it's a great vacation in Jamaica. Often we don't do that.
Right.
We don't vacation where we live.
No, we don't.
So I decided that to start my vacation, it's going to be exactly where I live. And you know my history. You know my history on drinking, right? And you know responsibly, of course, responsibly. When I came here, and I researched before I came, and I found out that they have this over-the-water latitude bar.
Right.
So talk about fantastic cocktails.
Oh, nice.
Yes, girl. So that's just one of the things that I love as
So
well.
we're gonna see that today though, right?
Of course, we're going to take you over there. We have to have a drink.
No, for
we
sure.
absolutely have to have a drink and enjoy. But
That's one thing Chill Spot never fails to do, make me have a drink.
absolutely, because
We
it's
have to.
chilling.
It's a staple.
And we chill with drinks. So here at Sandals South Coast, the drinks are amazing. The over-the-water bar is amazing. And I've already decided where I am going to get married.
Oh yeah, is it
Yeah.
on this property?
It's on this property. I
Oh,
found this
nice.
spot. I'm going to take you there. It's an over-the-water chapel. So husband out there to be.
Oh, you don't have that yet?
Work in
okay,
progress.
never mind.
It's a work in
Okay.
progress. It's a work in progress. So that's where it's going to be. Sandals, I'm coming back for the use of the chapel. When I give you my date, nobody else can have it. So
I'm excited.
that's already secured. So it's just so many things. The food is divine. And everybody know I'm a foodie. Foodie is me. So there's so many things. I'm loving it. And I'm just enjoying taking that time away. You know, when you really work hard,
for sure.
it's time away. And as you
We
mature,
know that about you. If it's one thing we know about
thank you so much. As you mature, you want quiet time. So those are just some of the reasons I chose, and there are others that you'll find out later when I take you to my over-the-water bungalow.
Are you staying in an over-the-water bungalow?
Yes, I am. I am
excited.
I'm going to introduce you to
see
it.
that.
I'm going to introduce you to it. Absolutely amazing. You know, me full of excitement, right? I guess it's the marketer in me. I walk in and I start scream. I know I should have acted sophisticated, but the sophisticated went straight out the door when I walk in and it's really over the water and I'm looking at the floor and I'm looking in the water.
So you told work you were off the island, right? Because I mean, you truly are off the island in an over-the-water.
As secluded as you choose. So yes, it's vacation time, so it's okay.
Sure.
I'm away. I'm not accessible. I should be accessible.
No, not when you're over the water.
Always, 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 yes.
Well, Marsha, I'm excited to get the tour started. So shall we?
Let's go.
Coming up.
I remember when Mr. McConnell called me, that's my current boss, when he called me and I had a conversation with him, I absolutely fell in love with his vision. I fell in love with his vision for his brands, and in particular True Juice, and the fact that True Juice will be this global brand, and how his ideas of how we take the brand globally. And for me, that was so exciting. I felt it was a challenge I wanted to take on, and I decided that True Juice, Tradewind Citrus, was the place for me to take that next step in my career and make a difference in marketing.
Now, Marsha, I want you to tell me about your role at Tradewind Citrus. Of course, you're head of marketing and corporate communications. What does that mean? What do you do on a day-to-day basis?
My job as head of marketing and corporate communications at Tradewind Citrus Limited is really to ensure that we are driving consumer demand. At the end of the day, it's dependent on the consumers for brand growth, and ultimately we want to drive profitability. So ensuring that our brands are selling or doing well on the market is one of my primary roles. Additionally, it's important to drive company goodwill. You know, just the perception of the company name, and that we're creating value as we go along. So when we do things like a doctor clinic, for example, in Linstead, the health center, that is us building goodwill for the company, and that is also very exciting. It's important at the end of the day to make sure that consumer perception and image is building loyalty for the brands and essentially the company overall.
So give us a little synopsis of how you got into marketing.
Oh, you said synopsis, right? So I need to keep this short. But it's quite interesting. When I was finishing my final year at UWI, I realized I needed a job.
Right.
And so I went to UWI Career and Placement. Actually, it does work.
Right.
And at the time, I remember, it's my best friend's mom, Merit Henry, who was the head of Career and Placement. And I remember there were 15 of us going for one job. At that time, it was a milk marketing project that was happening. And of the 15 of us, they chose 2 of us, and one of that person was me. So that was my first exposure to marketing. It was when milk was exciting in Jamaica, and they were talking about farmers wanting to make sure that we're actually getting milk from the cows. And the farmers in Jamaica were really, my job was to market real milk, leveraging the farmers across Jamaica. And I did that for about 2 years. Did another job here and there, and then I heard about Red Stripe's graduate internship program. and I applied for that. I think at the time it was about 300 people.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Went to an assessment center for about 3 days. I remember the assessment center was at a hotel. And after 3 days, they chose 10 people. And I was one of 10. And the rest is history, just in terms of my career in Red Stripe and actually doing various roles, from event marketing to assistant brand manager to being brand manager for innovation and spirits, and just moving up the ranks in sales and marketing. And I think over the years, I just recognized that marketing was my passion. I did sales, 8 years in sales, actually 8 years in marketing, and then both of them are very integrated actually. You know, they are very integrated. Sales is linked to marketing and marketing to sales. Right. But I found that what I loved best is when I'm influencing consumers, when I'm putting out something on the market that I feel is making a difference in people's life, whether it's just for entertainment purposes or a lifestyle. I get really excited. I get excited to see growth. I get excited to see consumer response. And I said, you know something, marketing is my passion. And that's where, yes. And so that's where I want to focus. Despite having done sales and even having been the head of sales at Red Stripe for a year as the acting head of commercial, but I said to myself, my next job has to be in marketing, because that is where I get very excited, I get really passionate, and I'm at my best. I'm happiest as a marketer.
And that led you to True Juice, where you are now.
Yes, that led me to True Juice, and oh my God, I have so many stories about my career, but that led me to True Juice. But essentially, after leaving Red Stripe, doing, again, as I said, 15 amazing years and various jobs, I remember when Mr. McConnell called me, that's my current boss, when he called me and I had a conversation with him, I absolutely fell in love with his vision. I fell in love with his vision for his brands, and in particular True Juice, and the fact that True Juice will be this global brand, and how his ideas of how we take the brand globally. And for me, that was so exciting. I felt it was a challenge I wanted to take on, and I decided that True Juice, Tradewind Citrus, was the place for me to take that next step in my career and make a difference in marketing.
Now, Marsha, what would you say is your greatest accomplishment to date, if you can identify only one?
From just professionally and achievement, I would say I was awarded, I call it an award, because I've said to people, you know, if the definition of luck is opportunity meets hard work, then I've been lucky. And I've been so lucky because in my career, I remember overseas, a part of our company overseas, then Red Stripe was owned by Diageo. I just got a call and they said to me, you know something, Marsha, we want to give you this opportunity to be marketing manager for Central America and the Caribbean. And at that time, that was 29 countries. And to me, all they saw was me having been working hard over the years. I didn't plan it. I wasn't even looking for it. I didn't know that role existed before. So to me, it was just working in the field, doing my job from day to day, and just getting that call to say, this is what we want you to do next. That was very exciting. I felt that during my time in the role, I made a difference. I was able to build strategies for 29 countries. I was able to meet with, leaders across the world in terms of helping them build plan for their businesses, drive their business. So to me, that was really exciting. And then coming back to Jamaica, I really lived in Jamaica, but I was only in Jamaica on weekends.
Oh, nice.
For one whole year. Then it was nice. I don't know that I could do that again. You know what I mean? Just living in Jamaica on weekends. And I launched Captain Morgan rum in US Virgin Islands. So I was in US Virgin Islands for about 3 weeks on and off, and just working cross-functional with the team there to launch Captain Morgan rum. So that was very exciting, and I felt, wow. The little girl from Clarendon, from Summerfield, some people call it really Summerfield Bush, did that. And who knew that would ever happen to me?
Well, congratulations.
So thank you so much. So that was, that's an experience I will always remember. So that was pretty nice. But I think one that I'm really proud of is having gone to Red Stripe as a graduate intern and then making it to the Red Stripe executive.
Actually graduating too.
Yes.
Yes.
So as an intern and years later, I'm on the executive. I'm a part of that team of a very few who helps to drive the decisions of the business.
Right.
That in itself, I was like, wow. Again, the little girl from Clarendon that I didn't know, I didn't dream about it.
Right.
I just kept doing work. I just kept doing what I was passionate about. And for me, you just work hard and you put everything you have into it, and you invest your time into it, and the reward will come.
Marsha, talk to us about some of the more recent developments with Tradewind Citrus. What's on the forefront for you guys now?
Oh, talk about excitement. You know, I think that for all the jobs I've had and you know, the roles I've had leading up, I would say I've never been in a role where we have launched so many innovation in such a short time.
Okay.
And to date, we've launched our vegetable juice category, which is exciting, and we have more to come in that category. We launched green vegetable juice.
Oh, nice.
And we also launched beetroot juice.
Oh, okay.
Yes, we did.
Nice.
That's in my first month, we launched green juice, green vegetable juice. We've also launched fresh in Tetra Pak. In new flavors. So we launched cranberry lychee, we launched sorrel, we launched grape, and those are new flavors in fresh brand. And we also launched orange juice that has always been in fresh before. And that's already just flying off the shelf. We are launching some more new flavors in True Juice Tetra Pak, and we're also looking at putting out fresh in another size in terms of Tetra Pak. So busy,
Yes.
exciting, but it feels great. It feels great. It's always this exciting feeling and the adrenaline and thinking about, how am I going to do this differently? How am I going to make an impact? How am I going to do something that nobody else has done yet? So it's been awesome.
Marsha, what would you say is the secret to your company's continued success?
To date, I think the thing we have been excellent at is innovation. I've never seen that before. I've never experienced innovation so fast and furious, and it's innovations that do pretty well in the market. So for me, I would say being very open to innovating, trying new things, and investing against new things been really a key success factor, and thinking about what is that consumer need out there? What does the consumer want? I want to feel that need. I want to be the brand. I want to be the company that finds and fulfills that need, that opportunity, capitalize on that opportunity. I would say that's been a driving force behind the success of the business. Because when you look on any shelf in the supermarket, you see True Juice. Yeah.
No other brand resonates like that one. Yes.
We have nearly 192 SKUs, stock keeping units on shelf in the store. And I think doing that and always innovating and keeping your brand fresh and exciting is something that really will drive growth and is a key success factor. But you can't do that unless you have the right people in the right roles with the right capabilities. And I think the business is doing a good job of recruiting and keeping good people who are able to deliver and have the business success at heart. That's very important. Your people are your primary resource. That's how we can innovate, because you have people who are good at what they do. So we can innovate and then we can market it and consumers will love it and we will grow. So I'd say the people and just being open to innovating and investing against innovation is a key success factor.
Do you have any tips for others up and coming in the corporate world, even women?
Something I think that for me, in truth, again, I say I've been lucky. Opportunity meets hard work. So I've not experienced a lot of what women may talk about in the workplace as not getting equal opportunity to grow. I've been able to be in organizations where I've been given the opportunity to grow. And I would say to any woman out there, do not have that in your mind. Do not keep that in your mind and have it become a barrier for you. The fact is, as long as you work hard, gain experience, excel at what you do, the people within your business will see that, will see what you're investing in terms of time and energy and focus, and that will be rewarded. For me, that's been my experience, and I don't think I was special in any way. Maybe God did tap my shoulder when I was born and say, you know, you are special and you are going to be special. But I feel like it's not a cliche to say education is the key to success. It has been the key to my success. I've been given opportunity in organizations, I worked for them, and at the same time, I was continuously ensuring that I was improving my education. So when an opportunity came along the way, I was right for it because I was educated, I had the experience, and I was known to work hard, and I was known to be a transformational leader. So I was then able to achieve and grow as I've grown today. So I would say to anybody, you know, there are no barriers. There are really no barriers to your achievement. It boils down to ultimately you, what you project, what you do, what you exude, and then you're going to be rewarded for that.
Okay. Well, let's check out the beach, and then we'll head to lunch after. Is that right? Do I have that
Absolutely.
order right?
It sounds like fun.
Let's go. Coming up.
I have that urge to have another child, so I'm excited about that possibility and that opportunity if God wills it. So I'm looking forward to a husband and another child. And in the meantime, I'm just gonna get a dog.
Marsha, what a day we've had, from your beautiful over-the-water bungalow to the beach, to the chapel, the tour, this property.
Yes.
Everything has been so amazing.
It is an amazing stay.
It is.
And I'm thinking about it and I'm like, all right, Marsha, if you had to choose as one spot, I mean, I love all the spots, but if I had to choose one spot, the room is absolutely divine.
so
that
too.
over-the-water bungalow where
so
I
too.
can look in my floor and I see the sea.
This is
Oh gosh,
awesome.
it's
I agree.
lovely. I love it. So I'm having an amazing time.
I agree with you. This property is just breathtaking.
Yes, I'm glad I made the choice.
Absolutely.
It's a good choice.
So we want to talk a little bit about your personal side. Tell me about your family firstly.
Well, my family, I have a son, a beautiful boy. I mean, he likes to say he's handsome, and I agree with him. He's 9 years old. And I have quite a few siblings, actually, on my father's side, but I had 2 brothers and myself. That's how I grew up.
Right.
But unfortunately, and it's, you know, hard to say, but my little brother died a few years ago. He was 22, yes. So now it's just my older brother and myself as siblings with my mom. Right. So I grew up in the cool hills of Clarendon. Yes, I'm a country girl, born and bred. So that's different. I think that's different from coming into Kingston and seeing the Kingstonian life. I'm a country girl who used to run up and down barefoot. Yes, so I'm used to that. And just playing around with my brother, doing all kind of crazy stuff. Right. So that was fun and exciting. I went to the awesome CC, the one and only CC. Yes, it's the one and only CC.
Is that Clarendon College?
Absolutely. Okay. There's no other, is there? There's no other. So I went to Clarendon College. I did sixth form as well. And then after Clarendon College, actually, I'm now proud to say it, but at that time I could not afford university. So I actually had to work before I went to university, and I taught at Edwin Allen High School for 1 year. Yes, so I'm a teacher at heart. At some stage in my life, I think I'm going to get back there.
Back into
I absolutely love it.
A lot of teachers have that at some point. They always want to go back. That's
there's nothing like teaching children, and then actually when they get exams and they pass it and they do well, and you realize you actually had a hand in that. Yeah. You helped them to achieve that. So I love that. I did that. And then I went to University of the West Indies, Mona campus.
The prestigious.
Yes, of course. I'm an esteemed Taylorite. So that was in itself a really great experience, I think, living on campus as somebody from rural Jamaica, and not just having that educational experience in terms of that tertiary level education that included this new life and living on your own and going out on your own. That was pretty interesting, and I think it has helped me and molded me into the woman I am today. So I would have given up that for nothing. I'd have changed that for nothing. And after UE, I went straight to work, but then a few years later, now I look back, it's like I did my master's 12 years ago.
Wow.
Can you imagine that? 12 years ago, I did my master's with University of New Orleans.
So tell me about your immediate family now.
Oh, my immediate family, I have this awesome boy. His name is Christian Beckham Newman.
Oh, nice.
Yes, and he's 9 years old. And I just have to tell you, so years ago I decided when I had a child, I prayed for a son, by the way, literally. When I was pregnant, I prayed and I asked God for a son. I got my son and I decided that he needed to be a footballer.
Okay.
So I remember I wanted to call him Romario, but a friend of mine had a cousin who was Romario, so I couldn't get that.
Right.
And I said, okay, one of the popular names in football is Christian. Okay. And then I couldn't figure out the middle name, and a friend of mine said, why not Beckham? And I said, yes. So he's Christian Beckham Newman, and he got his first football at 2 years old.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. I used to pay a coach to come to my house at 2 to teach him to play football.
Wow.
1 hour on a Sunday.
Wow.
I got this thing planned out. And in school now, he plays football, and every Saturday he goes to football. Then he came to me and he decided he wanted to be a goalkeeper. And believe me, I was instantly depressed. No, I was, literally. Because
he's still a footballer?
Yes, but let me tell you something. Listen, I thought about it and I was like, Christian, why do you want to be a goalkeeper? Coach asked, who is interested in being the goalkeeper? My son.
Me?
Me, sir. And I said, no, you don't. No, Christian. He said, yes, mommy, me. And I said, Christian, why? For me, the goalkeeper is under the most pressure.
Right.
That's the only position that is just him. It's just him and that goal.
Yeah.
And any ball past him and go into that goal to score, he's the one under the pressure. So I felt, why would you want to take up that with the pressure? Plus, as a mom now, and a soccer mom, I realized that it's the most expensive position on the field. So he has to get gloves.
Gears though.
Right, so he has to get the gear that everybody else wears on field. Right. And then additionally, I have to get him gloves. I have to get him a football, goalkeeper shirt that has the protection. I have to get him a short that has protection. And I'm like, Christian, why? Why me? But then clearly I asked for it. So that's in itself a whole life and enjoyment, and just enjoying my son every weekend and doing the football soccer mom thing, you know? So that's fun. But I think probably with my son, you know, one of the big struggle and the balance that I have to try to create is knowing that, you know, I'm a single mom right now, and doing a job that's not a 9 to 5. For a marketer, it's never 9 to 5. 9 to 5 is not possible.
Course,
So it's creating that balance and knowing I need to go home, I need to get the homework done, I need to make sure that he's ready for school the next day. And even when you have a helper who helps and get it done, you still have, as a mom, have to help with the homework.
Of course.
And then also throwing in the fun. Because my son don't play, you know. My son will be like, Mommy, you haven't spent any time with me in a long time. No,
Call you out.
Oh, he calls me out. And then I have to, you know, take a step back and say, all right, how are we going to put in that time? Which movie are we going to see, you know? So I think that just, I'm forced to create that balance. And that in itself is also good for me in terms of creating that work-life, family-life balance. So it's me and my son, it's me and Christian.
So tell us, what would you say is next for you, both personally and professionally?
I want to round out that nuclear family.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You've hinted at that a few times today.
I do. Next, I would love at some point to, you know, get married. Right. And I've always thought about it, I think, ever since my little brother died. It's unfortunate, but I originally was okay with having one child, and having seen what my mom went through when my brother died, and I think if she didn't have me, I don't know that she would have survived. And I just have this urge. I want to have another child. And it's not that I think that I'm going to lose mine, God forbid, but I just feel like I have that urge to have another child. So I'm excited about that possibility and that opportunity if God wills it. So I'm looking forward to a husband and another child. And in the meantime, I'm just going to get a dog.
So that's the personal side. Professionally, what are your goals now?
Professionally,
You've accomplished so much already.
Oh my God, I've been blessed. I've been blessed professionally. I've had 15 of the most unmatched years at Red Stripe. I'm grateful for them. And I think they have made me into the professional I am today. And I'm blessed for that. But this new, I didn't know I could get so excited again. And this new journey with Tradewinds Citrus Limited, I tell you, I am excited.
Energized.
I am energized. I'm looking forward to what I can feel as great things. The business have great brands. I mean, True Juice, Fresh, Squeeze, Calico Jack. I'm excited at the vision of the company, and just spending some time there to achieve the greatness. The brands are great, but I feel like I can help to contribute to something much bigger and achieve much bigger. So for now, it's True Juice, it's Fresh, it's Calico Jack, it's Squeeze, and I'm excited about that. I can't see beyond that yet.
Thank you so much for a fabulous day here at Sandals and for showing us around the property, your chill spot, of course. I had an awesome day. We should cheers to that.
Cheers, and thank you for coming through.
No problem. That's it for another exciting episode of Chill Spot. Remember, you can check out previous episodes on batvja.com. Until next time, I'm Candy. Bye. Marsha,
Thinking about that possibility.
Marsha has answered all 5 of the questions.
No, I haven't.
Asking her any of them.
When I could do
She
it
told me
over.
what's next. She told me about her siblings.
No, that's not what's next.
She told me about her education. And she told me about her immediate family. Those are my 5 questions.
But she didn't ask me, right?
I'm gonna ask you still. But she's a Marsha, so she can come up with something.
No. But she never asked me. She asked him about sibling. You never asked him about education. Oh God, no, I could do it. I want her to ask me.